Got it.
Percy's agitated by something. Do you hear him?
Don't worry. Winnie she knows I'm down here, but she's so sad because Dave's gone.
Loud Brian is on a call right now. He just said, sorry, my dog.
You know what? You know what is really helpful for this? And I didn't realize you don't have a microphone that you use, do you, outside of your computer?
No, I do. Right here.
Oh, then that should not allow other sounds in, I thought.
Well, I have it set up so it does take some out.
Okay.
But I probably could do better.
I have no idea. The only reason I know that is because when Chelsea and I do our creative seed,
yeah,
we use one and I'll be like, oh, Dad's vacuuming. And she'll be like, oh, no, it takes it out.
Wow.
It's freezing here. Is it freezing there?
It is. We had a warning this morning, but I don't see any frost on the ground. Percy's back.
Same. I'm just looking at a pool that is open and it's freezing out now.
Oh, you got your pool open. Any problems?
It's beautiful. The only problem is the whirly-girlies that keep going into it.
Oh, we have those too, and that's the worst. That's why we usually don't open ours until after all the oak trees spit out their crud.
Yeah. We
welcome. Welcome.
Welcome. Sorry.
Okay, let's start over.
Okay, start over.
Okay. Yes, hairdo. I look like I didn't brush my hair. My mother's going to say something.
You don't. Your hair looks great.
Yeah, but look at it straggly here. And my mom always said, take the brush under.
Oh, I think it looks great.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 61, Floss Toss. My name is Rachel.
My name is Sue.
Yes, and I am Rachel of Treehouse Fiber Arts, and this is my pal Sue of Legacy Fiber Arts.
Fiber Arts, which is a yarn dyeing, fabric dyeing business. I have bolts of fabric everywhere you can't see.
And of LFA Linens / Ada.
Ada.
Yes, which my pile is getting a little bit lower. Thank you to everyone who bought all kinds of great stuff over the weekend. Last weekend, we had a lot of stuff going out of the shop.
That's quite low. I sent you a lot.
I know, it is very low. You sent me a ton, but I had a ton too. Well, I didn't have a ton in my shop. I don't know. Yes, I sold a lot.
Sold a lot.
It goes very fast.
I know it does. I always feel so bad because I feel like, oh, yay, I sent a huge box. That'll help.
No, it does go fast, but I love being able to keep it in the shop. There's stuff in the shop. There is stuff there. So anyways.
Your kits that you put out this week were killing me just because I'm on kind of a no buy, no add anything to the house thing.
Yeah, why is that, Sue? Let's talk about that. Let's just jump right into that. We have a full show today. Hopefully we'll keep it under an hour. We've got some whips, some finished objects, some announcements. We're going to start with announcements. Go.
Huge announcement. Huge. Overwhelming. We're moving to Vermont to be with, I don't even like to say this part because I'm leaving one of my guys behind, which is killing me. But two of our kids are in Vermont, Chelsea and Justin, of course, with the girls, Ben and Kristen, of course, who are getting married in July. And then Jake is still here. We are hoping and praying he's going to join us. We want it so bad. We all want it so bad. It was funny. We were on a FaceTime with Ben on Mother's Day and Jake was here and Ben was like, so how's the job hunting going? And he'd find a job up there in a minute. He's a personal trainer. He works in a gym. He is so good at his job. He would get a job in a minute, but we'll see. I'm hoping. But yeah, so we are prepping to get our house on the market, which, holy cow, there's between the work, the emotional piece of it, everything around it is so exciting yet / difficult at the same time. So bottom line is I'm not buying anything. Like I don't even walk into a store. I buy as few groceries as possible. We do not know when it's actually going to happen. We're meeting with a realtor this upcoming week. So that will, I think we were thinking end of summer, but I think once he comes in, he's gonna push it.
Uh-huh.
And anybody, I've done this. I think this was our 6th house. I think, maybe not, maybe I don't know. It doesn't matter, but we've done this many times where we've had to sell a home and buy a home. It is the most stressful thing in the world. However, I have a very healthy perspective about it when I have enough sleep and enough food in my body. And I'm lacking both of those this morning.
Oh, no.
No, but just experience alone tells me it always works. It always works the way it's supposed to. And that is something, when I feel my blood pressure rising, I always go to that. I have absolute confidence in that. It's just you can lose that perspective in a heartbeat when you're stressed.
Yes.
So for me, honestly, it's just get it done. Let's just get it. That's where I'm at now. I'm impatient.
Yes.
Before I was like, I don't care. Maybe it'll take 2 years. I'm fine with that. Now I'm like,
Yes.
no, get it done. So, yeah. So consequently, the yarn dyeing part of the business will get shut down in 2 weeks. Goal is 2 weeks because we have to rip apart my dye studio and get that presentable, which it is not. Just not.
Not everyone likes a dye studio in their home.
With dye all over the place. So it needs lots of fresh paint. It needs a new sink, and that's about it. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's timing, it's like, when can they get that new sink in? Because people are busy. It's not like,
I know.
I'm hoping I can say, can you just come in like 2 weeks and just put the same one in, take that one out and put the same one back in?
The whole move process is all like a hurry up and wait, and everything is reliant on one thing happening before the next thing can happen. And it's just like, if one thing doesn't happen, it holds up everything else, and it's so stressful because things are all time related, and you just, when it all falls in place, you're shocked.
It is, but then it's interesting. We had someone come in, we were going to paint our big family room, but it has the high ceiling. So that's not in our realm of what we do.
Right.
And he was like, yep, I can be there in 2 weeks and blah, blah, blah. And we were so excited. He was going to repair 2 ceilings and blah, blah, blah. And then he came back and said, oh, I can't make it till mid-July, which honestly, that's tomorrow, really. But it really, in all of my past experience, it's like, maybe we're not supposed to spend the money on painting that room. Maybe that room is just fine the way it is, and we need to spend that money somewhere else.
Yes, true.
So it's things like that just trust the process, trust the process.
Right. It works out in the end.
It does.
But it's so stressful. And when I heard that, I mean, you have lived in that area your whole life, and you're now moving to a new part of the country. That's what I think is the biggest deal of this whole thing.
Yes, the biggest piece for me is I am leaving family behind with plenty of support. I wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't support for my mom, who will be left behind, and hoping she will come visit for a week at a time, and that'll be great for her. And I also have an amazing group of friends that it's killing me.
That would be so hard.
So hard.
That would be so hard.
Yeah, so hard. And Jake, of course, he's my number one. My hope is he will join us. But yeah, it's wild. And we knew it was going to happen. It's just happening quicker than I thought it was going to. And on top of it, Dave is retiring. So let's just combine as much stress as possible into one little box and throw it at Sue.
And throw a wedding in there as well.
Oh, yeah. And Ben's getting married in 2 months. I forgot that piece. Thank God he's my son, not my daughter. And having said that, I still feel, and it's very simple. Thank God they are the 2 humans they are. It's very simple. It's very understated. It's going to be beautiful. but let's just throw that in. And a wedding outside of town, right? So Winnie can't come with us this time because there's babysitters for kids. There's all that. So finding someone for her, which Jake has a friend we're hoping will come stay. Our house is heaven to come stay in. I mean, it's not torturous to come stay at our house.
Right.
So we're hoping. But yeah, so it's a lot. Let's be honest. It's a lot. I'm not going to pretend like it's not.
No, exactly. But let's go to now implications for our wonderful linen and Ada.
Oh, okay. So we were just talking about this. What's going to happen is I'm shutting down the yarn side of the business. The fabric, I do not need my dye studio for. I need my kit. I'd rather use my dye studio just because, but I can do it in the kitchen. I can do small batches, and I'm hoping once the yarn is done, I will spend like mornings dyeing fabric. So until the bitter end, that probably is going to.
The bitter end.
The bitter
so
end
dramatic.
could be, I know. The bitter end could be in 3 weeks. We don't
I
know. We just
don't know.
know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So that little pile there.
It will get bigger, I promise.
Right. So we're going to just have to wait and see. I just have a feeling you're going to put this house on the market. It's going to sell really fast. Because inventory is low right now.
I want that, but there has to be a house on the other end. And that's the scary part. Because housing up there is very different than housing down here.
Yeah. 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 So we're kind of in a very
limbo
kind of mode.
We're in the worst place the place that I dread the most, and I've been in it several times in my life, and it's limbo.
Yes, limbo.
It just leaves me so unsettled. However, though, also on the fabric line, I don't know, I'm assuming a lot of our watchers also follow Carrie of Tiger Lily, and I shared this with you, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I thought so. I'm like, I'm going to shock Rachel. No. I am doing the fabric in her advent box, and it sounds like they are selling quite quickly. So if you're interested, I think they're going to be amazing. Just check it out. I haven't even seen her talk about it, but I'm also very out of touch right now.
Yeah. I think it's on it was in a newsletter she sent out. So I think it's her latest newsletter.
Okay. So she is doing an advent box, and so she asked me to do the fabric, and I was nervous. I was like, I think I can. And then I was like, I can get that done, just because.
So cool.
Even in the move by then it's far enough away.
I think what a great idea. What a great idea. I'm going to be with Carrie in about a month. We are going to be roommates, and I'm in my head, it's our little mastermind tour at H&H, the trade show, H&H Americas in Chicago. Carrie and I are going to be going through that trade show and looking at all the latest and greatest in the craft industry. And I can't wait. I feel like we're going to be like two business ladies.
Yeah.
Walking around that trade show.
Yes. And she makes things happen. Holy cow.
Oh my gosh. I know. She's like,
we were talking the other morning, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know how.
I'm hoping that it's when both children are in college, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Cause she's got both in college. Yeah. Yeah. Although her daughter's home now, which is good.
Yeah. I think she said her daughter's helping her this summer.
Yes. Yeah. That's what she told me, which is amazing.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. Very amazing. So yeah, so that's going to be fun. I don't know if I didn't even ask Carrie if I could mention that, but maybe I'll ask her before I put this out there.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I have a feeling too. So anyways, so you're in life limbo. We're in LFA linen limbo.
The part that's exciting is I feel like once we're there, like I cannot wait to get back to just ordinary, regular life. And let's say it, like, even I'm thinking, once we're there, holy cow, Chelsea's there.
Oh my gosh. And you're gonna find a place there. I mean, you're kind of selecting a place that's like you had to retrofit a dye studio into the home that you currently had at the
Yeah.
time. And now you're kind of looking at places that may work for you and Chelsea in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. The only house that I've been interested in, but of course it came on the market too fast because we can't do anything until we sell this house,
Mhm.
or at least until we have like a contract, something to say, okay, you got to get moving. But it was an old house, kind of almost it just sounded like it was like walking distance to the center of town, which the center of town in Vermont, they're fantastic. Uh,
Oh,
and it was an older home with a detached building that was so beautiful. They didn't show the inside. I was dying to see the inside. I almost went up to see it. I almost was like, this is it. I'm going to run up and see it. Running up and seeing it is like 4.5 hours in the car. Plus it was
yeah.
a little further north, but there was a separate artist studio, it was called.
Oh,
Gorgeous
there,
windows. It
yeah,
was
there's more like that.
There is. That was the first one that I was like, wow. And the house was nice. We have not looked at one that we go, oh my God, that's the most beautiful home. It's
Have
not
you
gonna-
looked at like old churches or old schoolhouses or old, like,
would
look
kill
outside of the box?
would kill for that. However, Dave is at the point where he does not want to be working on a house.
Yeah,
So anything we look at has to just be cosmetic, nothing big.
sure.
Just because at the age we're at, it's just,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yes.
but in my world, I go, if I found one, I would want it.
Yes. Is Jake handy? Jake wouldn't want to renovate?
Nope. No, we don't. I came from a family of all do-it-yourselfers, and I'm married into the family of none of that.
That's
They have
fine.
lots of other good qualities.
That's right.
So my boys, not so much.
Yes.
I mean, Dave learned and did a ton,
Hmm.
but is it in his bones? Is it what he wants to do? Not so much.
Yeah, and I respect that because who wants to do something you don't want to do
Yes.
in
At
retirement
this
too?
age, right? At this age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's finally retiring, but
Yeah.
if
He
you let
wants
him do what he
to
wants to do.
he wants to ride his bike. He's a biker, not motorcycle. He's a road biker. He's a skier. He's a golfer, and he's going to be with two young men that just want him there to play with.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
I'm so happy for you guys. I cannot.
It's
This
very
is such a
exciting.
fun story to watch unfold.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of fun stories, what have you been able to do any stitching?
Yes. Well, and we talked about this over on our Creative Seed podcast, because the only thing that gets me through this is making time to stitch, knit. I did a little spinning, not much to talk about.
You
I did.
did.
But in the same breath, I have been packing like crazy, and my yarn room is packed, which includes all of my cross stitch,
Mhm.
all of my yarn, not this kind of yarn. My yarn, I've been packing closets that was full of my rug hooking, and
I
but
loved your text. She was sending me texts with pictures of amazing stuff.
I know.
And
And
they
I
were
brought,
like 3/4 done.
I know. But what I figured was in the past, and I know everyone here is going to relate to it, is to be working on a special piece during a big time in your life, right? So that you remember that piece for that time. And
Mhm.
so I picked 2 pieces of cross stitch that I kept out to say, okay, this is what I'm going to work on, because if all of these stay out, my brain is going to be a mess, because one day I'll do this, one day I'll do that. So I
Right.
needed to like hone it in and focus. So of course I picked a monochromatic piece,
Yes.
is my main piece. And oh my gosh, you're gonna die, because I stitch mainly in the morning before I wake up, I'm stitching.
That's how amazing you are at stitching.
But in the morning when I wake up, because I get up fairly early, I stitch for an hour or so, and then at night I try to. But I've been working on Forget Me Not. Oh my God, Rachel, this piece by Jacob. So the entire
Oh.
border is in, so I know the size.
Oh my gosh. The whole
I've done
border is
so much.
in.
Do I have it upside
Oh.
down? Wait,
Yeah, I think maybe
there.
there. Oh,
Isn't it stunning?
I love seeing it all its size now.
It's
Yes,
huge.
it is so stunning.
It's just as huge, I think, if I could find the black one. It's probably as big as that. So I have been cranking on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
Oh,
did. I finished
look at that.
this. I did this. I did that might have been done. Look at this.
Wow. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Yeah, you've gotten much farther.
Yes. So now what I do is I kind of get the outline out and make sure everything is lining up correctly. I did have to do some pulling out. So this morning I finished this and part of this.
Mm-hmm.
So now what I'm going back in and doing is I'm filling in. So I'm going to, this is done. Next, I'm going to do the heart. And then I'm going to finish the next two on the bottom. Now, both of those won't take me long, like a morning at the most.
Mm-hmm.
So this just keeps me sane.
It's killing me that it's not serged. The edges.
None of my fabric is ever serged. 'Cause I don't have a serger.
I know. I can't
I know.
believe you don't have a serger.
Maybe I'll get a serger when we move.
Yeah. They're not cheap. They're not expensive anymore. I mean, just get an inexpensive one.
No, but you have to know how to thread it.
They're so easy to thread now.
Are they?
You can get one that blows the thread in the holes and stuff.
Okay,
Plus,
so
you know what? Now that I serge all the time, there's my little serger there. It's not, it just is, you just do it so often that it's easy now.
all right, so
But anyway.
maybe. I also want to show you guys something and get your opinion. Maybe when we move, we'll talk. So this is my absolute sanity.
And you're doing it on one of your linens.
Yes, I don't know which one it is. I have no idea.
I know what, I think it was one that, I think it's covered bridge, isn't it?
I think it's a club one.
Is it? Because I think it was one that you held back because it was like not.
A lot of times if it's a half a yard with a little tiny dot on it.
Exactly.
Those dots drive me crazy. And half the time I don't see them. And then when I see them, it's like, but I have a question for you guys. So hold please.
Sure. We like questions.
Look at this. So I have this box full of fabric.
Oh, yes.
So they all have maybe like something that made me say, I can't send that to Rachel. It's got a little tiny red dot in the middle. The problem is quite often I don't know the count. So I was considering making, I think we talked about this, like grab bags, where you won't know what you're getting. You will know it's linen. It will either be 36 or 40. Oh, look at this. I found like an actual one.
Ugh.
Look at this one.
They're all beautiful.
They're all beautiful. So
That's
I'm trying to figure out a way. Are people interested if they don't know the count? Because that's what I kind of want to do is just do grab bags. Hold on.
I feel like I can figure out the count pretty easily.
I can't. I can do 40 with the black line.
Yeah.
This could be 32.
Yeah, there's 32 and 36 after they're dyed. I can usually tell if I can compare your.
I try. Let's say this. I would try my hardest, but there's a slight chance that you would get
Yes.
the wrong one.
You can't guarantee.
Yeah, I'm just looking for ideas of, and I don't know, like it would be whatever it is.
What if we did a live? Wouldn't that be kind of fun to do a live sale?
That'd be super fun.
Would you guys be game for a live? Like next time we do a live and we hold them up and we just say, you know, answer now, say sold, and we'll get your
And then
email.
how do you do that?
I guess we could send a PayPal.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to do a live sale.
Guys. We'll figure it out because it's just so much. I have boxes.
Yeah, I mean the grab bag idea is good too, but then people might like to at least see it. It might be
Yes.
fun. It might be a fun way for, I've always wanted to figure out how to do a live sale. Maybe this is how we do it. How
Maybe
many
we try
pieces
it.
do you have? We can sell them in bundles live, you know, like you could say 3 pieces here and we hold them up.
Yeah, I feel like,
Hmm.
there's a lot.
I don't know. I think people are going to be like, yes, do it.
I think so too. I guess I was thinking of like,
Hmm.
how would you most like to see them?
Yes. So comment down below if you're interested, if you don't mind. We'd
Yeah.
love to know.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
maybe we could do a little poll on Instagram too and see. And let's
Yes.
talk about this. Here's us doing business, talking business online. You're coming. Good idea, Sue.
We do it all the time. So yeah, I'm looking, obviously I'm just looking for a way. And if we do it, then I can do some of these too. Like Chelsea and I, if we learn how.
Yes. Wouldn't it
Okay.
be fun?
Okay.
And I have some stuff in my sale. You know, I have these I have one of certain things
Mhm.
that I have in my sale clearance area that I would love to hold up and say,
I know,
anybody
same.
want this? You know, I'm trying to clear the shelves because I've got some fun stuff coming in.
Oh,
And I don't want to upgrade my system because it only allows me to have so much online, my virtual system. Because I really like my site the way it is, and I don't want to have more stuff.
yeah, I get it. I
want my site, I want my shop to be the size that it is, and I don't want more items, is I guess what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I
anyway,
agree.
we're talking
Yeah.
shop. So that is beautiful, Sue.
That's what I
Oh,
worked on. And then I thought, well, keep something out that has color in it too. But
mhm.
I'm telling you, I have been working on this for at least a month. I am not tired of it at all.
That's great.
At all. But I thought, keep a colored one out. But I pulled it out the other day and thought maybe I'll work on this today. And I was like, nope, my brain can't do it. Consider the lilies.
You brought, yeah.
But I'm happy I kept it out because it gives me a variety. If you saw the Ikea bags full, that's the biggest thing we have to move is all of my creative stuff that I can't get rid of. I love it all. I can't get rid of it. Sorry.
Oh, all of your craft stuff, like your
My
big
spinning.
IKEA bags, you mean, like the
I think I have 2 full ones of spinning fiber, which makes me like, oh, I just want to spin.
Yes. I think you showed me a picture. It looked like you were moving into your dorm room because that's what everybody uses.
All IKEA bags. They are the way to move.
They are amazing.
They are the way to move, especially the stuff I have, even like all my sweaters, all my knit stuff, all of it. It's so compact.
It is. I agree. And they're inexpensive to buy on Amazon. Just type in IKEA bags. They sell different brands too. We got some that are a little more heavy duty. They're a navy blue color and they're just a little bigger. And those are awesome too. They have a zipper on the side as well. Super nice.
Yeah, it's been, everything. It's going to be I would say it's going to be 65% of our packing is going to be IKEA bags. And on top of that, I've gotten rid of so much stuff.
Yes.
Which
That
feels
feels so good. We got rid of a lot of stuff too. We did a lot of spring cleaning, a lot of clothing. Our bedroom, we looked like we were hoarders. It's a room on the first floor that just was turning into this eventually it'll go to Goodwill piles, and it's like, oh, it's so nice now. It's like a pretty bedroom finally. Speaking of monochromatic, I've just continued working on this. I was so busy in the shop.
Piece. I love that piece.
I do too. When the queen is happy, I got that, and I got the border, synced up so I can just do some just plain old brown. It's charcoal. Weeks Dye Works charcoal is the floss, and this is 14 count Ada, which
Great, you're
is
doing Ada.
fabulous. I'm having so much fun on Ada. I
Yeah.
was packing up all that Ada and serging all that Ada, sending it off to people. I don't know, am I turning into Carrie? I am loving stitching on this Ada for the summer. Or for the spring, with just being so busy working and with all the activities for the kids, the volleyball games, and the May is just crazy with school age kids.
When you said that, I remember that so much.
But this is Millstone, and it's just fabulous. I mean, I cannot wait. I am going to, let me share my screen. I think, let's see, how do I do this? So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, so, where'd it go? That's not what I wanted. Oh, here, I'm thinking like a frame like that. Wouldn't that be cool? Like, look at, can you see me in the picture still? I don't know.
Yes.
Something gothic, or
absolutely,
or like this one is kind of grungy.
Oh, I love
That's
that
what
one.
I'm thinking. I want to go all out, because if I'm gonna have this on my red wall over here.
Yep, I love that.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm going with this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably just, it's like a 10 by 10 is the design size, so I'll probably get like a 11 by 11 or 12 by 12 just off the, I won't go with page on this one because it's on Ada and it's an easy one to get a frame for. So yeah, that is all the stitching that I worked on, because I was packing up so many stitch kits over the last couple of weeks. Yeah. And I was doing a little bit of watercolor kind of stuff that I'll show you later if we have time, when we talk about our other realms.
Yes. So we talked about this. I thought I would let you guys see. These are my two favorite rugs. One is finished without being bound, which is ridiculous. It's going to get bound and be put in my new home, because it is the sweetest rug. I don't know if I've ever shown my rugs.
I love this one so much.
Isn't it fabulous?
Those bleeding hearts are just the best. And that bird, of course.
So it's with your hand, with hook in hand. Hermione. Oh, then it's Hermione. Yara, I'm not sure. But isn't she fabulous?
Yes.
I could see her. I don't know what it is about rugs in bathrooms. Both these rugs I want in bathrooms.
So is that meant to be on a floor or hung?
Yes. All the rugs are meant to be on a floor.
Wow.
But most people hang them. I say that. I know nothing. If I did not have a dog, my rugs would be on my floors in areas that aren't used, like in front of something. Yeah. But this will get hung. I love it. I think it is the sweetest rug. Now this one, I'm not kidding you. I probably hooked this in 2 weeks.
And that's done with the strips of wool. It looks like that was drawn by the artist.
Hand-dyed.
Hand-dyed wool.
Look at how beautiful that is.
It's gorgeous.
I think I bought it as a kit, but I can't remember.
I bet you did. Look at the purples in that bird. Beautiful.
And the shadowing. I love that about backgrounds.
I do too. Look at how you did that kind of echoing. Love that. That's beautiful.
I think
love that. Oh.
So that's going to get finished.
Yes.
This next one is a Bev Conway, who is one of my favorite rug artists. And I took classes from her a couple years in a row down at Cape May.
Oh.
And I love this piece. This was supposed to go in my bathroom downstairs, which is a small, dusty purple bathroom. Look at him.
Oh my God. It's huge.
Huge.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't he fabulous?
It's a tiger lion?
Yeah.
Amongst the calla lilies?
Yeah.
Oh my
Look how
God.
much I have got to finish this.
Are those going to be more leaves on top or colors?
These are leaves.
Yep.
Well, they're all
Wow.
leaves.
They're all leaves.
Look at his
Wow.
tail. Look at his tail
That's the tail. Oh my goodness.
and his mane.
Yes, the mane is
And
purple. Pink.
I was going to say, I think I dyed this wool, but I don't. I think that was in another rug. I don't think I dyed this. I think I bought it. Isn't it fabulous? Oh, there's
Wow.
lovely. I love it.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
This one would be fabulous because it's so big on the floor.
Yeah, you must have a big frame.
Nope, I use a little one and I move
Yeah.
it.
And you move it all the
But
time.
it's not like punch needle where the loops are underneath. The loops are on top. You
Yeah.
still have to be fairly careful. Every once in a while it'll catch because it's that steel, like scary kill yourself stuff.
Those big
Barbs.
needles sticking up.
Yes, yes. So that's my rug hooking.
Oh, that was fun. That's very fun.
Love rug.
Wow. Yeah, you were sending some really cool pictures, that's for sure. Yeah, I've been having fun with my making some journals, and I don't think I've shown them on Instagram a little bit, but since we talk about all kinds of genres, I'll show you. I haven't shown this one. I took the Reader's Digest old, you know how they condensed the books in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. This is 1957 book. It had The Scapegoat, The Last Angry Man, The Muses Are Heard, The Fruit Tramp, and The Enemy Below.
Oh
So those
man.
are some of the books of the year. I mean, how do they choose what goes in there? Those are the favorites? I don't know. But I took the book and I put some grommets and I made a traveler's notebook kind of case out of it. But I mean, these Reader's Digest books, I didn't draw this. This was on it, on the cover.
Oh.
They're so beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I didn't do anything. This was what they look like. That's why they're so cool and people want to use them for their covers.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. So what I did, I'm going to move this a little bit. So what I did is I got some fabric, Anna Marie Horner fabric, and I glued that in to make the spine a little nicer. First, I took all the guts out of the book. I'm sure there's a more better term for the guts. What is that?
I love it.
A book. What is that called? The book. I don't know. The guts. And I made just some signatures out of the papers that I made, and I had some watercolor. This is watercolor paper that I cut to size for the signatures on the inside, and just used a couple of my stickers and
I love it, Rachel.
signatures in it. And so now I have a little fun little watercolor book that I was just kind of playing around with my watercolor.
So are you watercoloring once it's put together, then you're watercoloring them?
Yeah, I mean, the beauty of the traveler's notebook thing is I can literally just take this out.
Yeah, I forget about that.
Yeah, and when I was on my trip, I got this really fun set of these colors. It's a really nice, inexpensive artist quality set of all of these blues and greens. While I had fun with the primary colors and mixing, it's kind of nice to have all the colors already made like this. And so I was just kind of setting up some pages with just washes and playing around with the colors and seeing what they could do in the different tones, different values, I guess you'd say.
I love it. So
then I can write on this or journal, whatnot, just kind of play around.
So did you actually make those notebooks?
These?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You actually put those to, I see. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I love it, Rachel.
Yeah. So I cut out this is a piece of my that I did the jelly print.
Yep.
And then I cut out these out of, I had an old, it's a watercolor, but it was like Hansen and it was student grade. And I did not like it with my Daniel Smith watercolors at all. It just did weird things with the color, the watercolor. And so then I cut it down and I just punched some holes in here and I thread my needle with some wax linen and made the signature that way. And then the you can Google how to do this online, but then this is what I took the cover and did this with the cover. And I've found these old Reader's Digest condensed books in charity shops, junk shops. I mean, you can buy them for like $3 beat up. And I just love them because they have such a unique, every one of them has such cool designs on the covers.
Yeah.
And they look so fun on your shelf. Some people cover this up. I kind of like seeing what the books were, and it was just fun to find more modern fabric. This is Anna Marie Horner. Kind of, I thought it went nice with the cover, and
I love it.
The stickers that I made, I just plopped them in there because I thought, and I thought this went great.
I just love your jelly printing.
Yeah, I thought that was really fun to, again, use the jelly printing. And then I went down the rabbit hole of, I talked about willowwanders.com. That's Wendy Solganic. She's got a online fodder school. Fodder is all the stuff you make that would go into a lot of the art journaling. And within her school, she houses or hosts a class by another art journaler, and her name, oh gosh, why is it escaping me? She has a class in the school, in Wendy's school, called Journal Into Your Art. And it's basically how to kind of set yourself up with a journal that you could easily just pick up and then start journaling, writing. A lot of people are afraid of the blank page. You know, if you open up your journal and, okay, all right, let's start. Who do I do?
I get it.
I totally get it. So she kind of created this sort of journal where it's already got stuff on it, and you just
I love that.
Inspired, So I followed her little course the other day, and it was a lot of fun. I had some old paper from it was a mixed media book. I think it was a Strathmore that I got maybe 20 years ago, and I had maybe 20 big sheets left. I just pulled those out, cut them down, and then I laid them all out, and I picked out a color palette out of the acrylics that I had, and I just kind of went crazy with my acrylics and just kind of followed the class along for a couple days and ended up with this fun little number.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and this is watercolor. I got my watercolors out again with the cute little set from Prima Marketing, and tried to match as well as I could with, what's going on here. It just was so much fun. So much fun.
Oh my gosh, the entrepreneur in me is like, you could sell those like crazy, Rachel.
These books?
Yeah.
Or super fun.
Yeah.
And I just love how it feels. So I'm just, seeing in here what's next. Just, just writing. I'm seeing I could do so many different types of journals in here. I'm very much into just different things that I read, phrases, thoughts of the day. I love different music. Verses. I mean, we went to George's symphonic band concert the other night. We have a new symphonic band leader, and she's so eloquent in her speaking. She started the show out talking about Plato and Aristotle and how they believed in the importance of music education, how it was just as important, if not more, than philosophy and mathematics, because through music education, you learn she had a quote that was fantastic, and I want to put it in this, those kinds of quotes that I hear day upon day that I just don't want to forget.
I feel like George is such a Renaissance man.
Yeah, he is.
He is. He does everything and he does everything really well. And I've never even met him and I love him.
He really is. He's quite a guy. Both my kids are. Oh, I tell you. So anyways, gonna come back to Rachel now. So that was the
Gorgeous.
fun.
I love them.
Having so much fun. Let's see. I don't want to stop video. I want to stop. Oh, no, I don't want to stop anything. I just want to go like this. I thought last time this worked really well. Just kind
agree.
of going through what's new
I
in the
love that
this
one.
way. So let's go to my website. A couple of things I changed this week.
I love the tiny towns too.
Oh my gosh, the tiny towns. I hope it's showing up okay
is.
on the website because in person it's so cool.
Oh,
So
that's so true of everything. It is impossible.
oh, I know. So I've added on here the gift certificate. I've given it its own place because
Yay.
people didn't realize I had that. It was kind of buried. And I do have
Ah.
gift certificates. People are finding it and using it for gifts and things. And I think there are a few mothers out there who got gift certificates. So that was kind of fun.
Oh, what a great gift.
I know. I thought so too. Okay, so the Just In. Of course,
I want to
we've
see the
got
punch needle too.
yeah, those I don't have much in punch needle.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you had anything new.
Nothing new there.
I'm the laziest shopper. Just show me everything.
Just show you. But the tiny town is selling fast, but I have a lot. This is just a huge, huge amount of fancy flosses for such a little kid. But that's what makes it so spectacular. It's and the design, of course, but I mean, her colors in there. And I am also offering it. You can do an add-on and get the frill, which all of the flosses are included. You'd use in the frill. They're in the tiny town, except for that sand. So I've included the sand in weeks.
Oh, got it.
Yes. And then down below, I do have in natural, this is the colorway that she used in her model. But she uses it in witch hilt. I have it in Zweigart base, but it's really the same color.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion.
I
Yes,
love
this is the one, the spring moon. That is just so fun.
Is
another
that big?
one. Oh, what'd you say?
Is it big?
It's 145 by 169.
Hefty.
Not very big.
No,
but it's so
I
I mean
do the math that quickly.
145, 169, medium size.
Yeah.
I love these ghosted tulips down here.
I love the whole thing. I think it's so pretty.
These colors are just so beautiful.
Oh, and you're so spot on. Schooner or popover would be gorgeous.
Uh-huh. I thought so.
Yeah.
So that's in the shop. Then gifts from my garden. I mean, all DMC. What a unique piece.
Gorgeous. I think Liz Matthews, I really love her stuff. I feel like she's really found her like spot.
Yeah.
I love it.
Beautiful. And I'm thinking too, if that dark background there, that oval kind of scares you, that's a lot of dark. You could probably stitch it on something where that daisy would show up. You know, I'm thinking maybe a darker, maybe like a more natural color, like a summer khaki or I don't know, even like a Boston Tea Party or Low Tide, you know?
Yeah. Doesn't she
do be a pretty sprig without the
Doesn't she do it two different ways?
Well, I don't know.
Why did I think it came two different ways?
Let me look. Maybe you are right. I only see it this way.
Oh, wow. Why did I think that one came? Oh, it's framed.
There is another one of hers that does have two options.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. You know which one I love of hers? I don't know if you got it. Oh, I love those little ones.
Yeah, this is nice.
Love those. I love her. She's doing it as a stitch along, very loose stitch along. I forgot something about trees, maybe.
Oh gosh, I love it. Yes,
It,
I do have that. She's doing the tree stitch along, but she's doing it in a different way. I
yeah,
can scroll down the forest
for a
sampler.
sampler. Oh my gosh, I love that so much.
I do too. I'm curious. I think she's doing it within her Patreon, and I'm not part of her Patreon. And I
Neither
almost
am
feel like I want to be.
I know. I know. I always switch out. Like we have Teresa. Sometimes I switch out to a different one to
Yeah,
get like a flavor of everyone.
me too. Me too.
Love that. Oh, I
I
love
love that one
that.
too.
That's
Yes,
big.
it is big. And maybe that's why she's showing there's different ways you can do it. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that piece is gorgeous.
Okay, we're going to go back up. So I've
Okay.
got all of these, but you can buy them individually. And these are with silk. It's the Belle Soie from Classic Colorworks, which is gorgeous. Let me see if I have a better picture of the Belle Soie. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just, well, yeah, I have it,
Gosh, I want to make those so bad.
they're so cute. That's by Misty of Luminous Fiber Arts. And then I also have just a few left of the Happiness is Homemade recipe books with the floss pack for Blackbird Designs looking for spring pattern that's in the book, which I snuck a picture of in my listing. So that's the cute little design that they have offered in the listing. There's over 30 designs in this cookbook.
I love it.
Crazy.
Are the recipes good? That's a big question because I love a good cookbook.
I know, I haven't done any of them, but they're fun. They're very interesting. Some of them are like really far out, which is cool.
I like that. Yeah.
They claim they're tried and, true. And then this one is done on your millstone.
Oh,
this is Teresa's. I really want to do this one. She did it on 40 count and made it into a pillow. It's still a pretty big pillow on 40 count, if you ask me. 119 by 83. But
yeah,
it works. It's cute. But I think I might do it more as a little framed thing.
Yeah, it's very cute.
It's so cute. And those colors are great on millstone. I mean, look at millstone. Oh, I love millstone.
I love millstone. Oh my gosh. I sent you that package. I had so much fun dyeing that fabric. I just feel like I've finally hit that sweet spot with it. And I just love it.
Mm-hmm. I sent Allison from the Shropshire. I always tease her. She's here in the United States and she ordered some millstone to where she's visiting in the US. Hi, Allison. It should be headed to you before you leave.
Oh, how fun.
Yes, and then Wilhelmina. She's in there. She's not new, but I just love Wilhelmina.
Love her.
Yes. And then I think you've seen the other ones. These are all in the shop, not new, but newer.
Love.
Those are all, maybe this is new. Look at this.
Well, it's new. Yep.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting the shop slowly organized for a little Christmas in July, which I cannot wait.
I know.
I think stitching for Christmas is my favorite thing.
Halloween is my favorite still.
Yeah.
I just love Halloween.
I'm kind of like, okay, I got the summer stuff. Let's just move on. And I'm going to start getting ready for Halloween and more like fall and Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two Christmassy ones, this piece, I
love the piece. That is beautiful.
Look at those colors.
They're beautiful.
And that's one of the artful offerings.
Yeah.
So pretty. And this Noel, this is an older one, Satsuma Street, but look at the floss pack.
I love Satsuma Street. I am a huge fan of theirs.
I know. One of the reasons I want to clear the shelves here is I've got a ton of Satsuma Street Christmas that I can't wait to get.
And I'm dying. Then I will break my my fast.
Yeah. Then, oh my gosh, do you hear the buzzing outside?
No.
So anyways, there's the shop. Come on. And
Wildflowers. That's the one. That's the one I was thinking of with Liz.
Look at that. Well, great. Well, we hope that you have a wonderful next couple of weeks. We certainly hope we will be back in 2 weeks, and we will have something fun to announce in 2 weeks as well.
Yes, we do have something well, you are so,
Uh,
I'm so excited about it. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. And who knows, maybe I'll come back saying, well, moving next week because we're ready to go. A house is sold, it's packed, it's warm, and we're gone.
Yep. And we found a new house in Vermont, and it's got a dye studio on the back.
A girl can dream. A girl can dream.
I mean, I love looking at properties online. It makes me want to just look for you over there.
Go ahead, find me something.
I know. Oh, how exciting. Well, we hope you guys have a great 2 weeks, and we will see you again soon. Like and subscribe if you feel you'd like to, and have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.